Well, Lauren, one second ago, I want to bring Anthony Scaramucci into this. Anthony, to you, you're a seasoned trader, one of the best I know, pretty good stock picker. You've earned a fortune doing this. You're looking at this. What do you make of it? Is it a worrisome development now? We're going on over an hour here with no questions answered.
Well, I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but I do think that you could have a time-lapse virus in their system, Neil. Got put in there several months ago and is now detonated the system, which is why they don't think they have an outside.
What does that mean? I'm sorry. What does that mean?
Okay. So you could have gotten a group of hackers into their system 3 or 4 months ago, and the virus basically is in the system, and for whatever reason decided at 11:32 this morning to unleash itself. Okay, and that is something that I think they have to be worried about internally.
And guess what? Cybersecurity stocks are surging right now. CyberArk, Imperva, AVG Technologies, Palo Alto. Coincidence or not, it's happening.
Where's Norton Security when you need it?
You know, listen, these are probably coincidences. Let's go over them. The Wall Street Journal website down today.
That's right. We should share the WallStreetJournal.com site is down, and there might be no connection here. But Mayor, you're hearing Anthony, you're hearing all this. People are going to start getting fidgety.
The longer it goes, of course, the more speculation there's going to be. It could be cyber security problem. I mean, the attacks are going on all the time.
So why should that be a surprise? Why would they so quickly come out? So experts say it's not that.
I'll give you one company that I do cybersecurity work for. They get attempted hacks about 140 a day. 140 a day.
Yep.
I mean, it's not.
Yeah, it's not.
I don't know who has the time to do it.
And they each time get very.
Somebody trying to get in average 140 times a day. So the possibility that somebody got through, and there is no place that has absolutely perfect cybersecurity. We haven't invented perfect cybersecurity yet. Nobody has it.
Neil, can I make a prediction?
Maybe our defense systems are the best.
Anthony, what were you going to say?
Yeah, no, I want to make a prediction because I actually think what will now happen is people like myself at SkyBridge and money managers around the street are going to have trading contingency plans in the event that there is a cyber attack that takes out these markets. And so that will be an interesting thing. It'll come up with the SEC over the next 3 to 6 months.
Well, Anthony,
the same way we had the Y2K crisis, and we had to have backups, we're going to have that now going forward as a result of this.
Anthony, suppose this is just a screw-up, and it's not cybersecurity related. It's just what happened with the NASDAQ a couple of weeks ago. And we do know that trading is going. Listen, I'm looking at the market. The volume has been relatively stable. The market's been down 200 points. It's not like this is destroying the market. I mean, there's a lot of headlines to trade off of today. China, Greece. I mean, you name it. I mean, we could talk about it all day.
Let's hope that that's all it is, though, Charlie. And I'm hoping that that's what it is.
I bet it is.
But I still
I'll bet you dinner at your restaurant.
Okay, you got it. But I'll tell you right now, you sit in these security.
Now, by the way, to Charlie's earlier point,
I love the fact that he's promoting the restaurant. He's the only person that eats there every night. By the way.
I always tell him.
My wife's a lousy cook.
There's an Olive Garden right across the street. But you know, Anthony, the CME Group is now saying that the markets remain open. To Charlie's earlier point, U.S. equity index futures are operating with the reduced price limits of 5% up or down. So they're trying to control this. They're trying to remind you, as Charlie did, that trading does still continue, albeit at limited levels. If you had to guesstimate what these levels are now, we told you about before the volume now is about down 80% from what we had before. It's stabilizing at around these levels. What is your best guess as to where we stand and if this were to continue the rest of the day?
Well, again, they'll chalk it up like the flash crash or the fiasco at NASDAQ on the Facebook IPO, and they'll chalk it up as a non-entity. But, Neil, the more homework you do on this stuff, the more you have to worry. Forget about the 140. There's thousands of attacks that are taking place every day. I was in Israel 10 days ago getting briefed by Team 8200, which is the Israeli cybersecurity forces. It is an overwhelming attempt at terror, and I'm telling you that guys like me have to be prepared for this, and we have to have, and I'm sure the SEC is going to mandate this, we have to have contingency plans in place. Let's hope for the best. It's a technical issue they have. They have no cybersecurity threat. but hopefully this is a wake-up call for people where they have to recognize that the threat is out there, and to live thinking that the threat isn't there is American naivety.
And I should preface here, the U.S. Department of Homeland Security, while it has said there's no immediate indication of a coordinated cyber attack, it has not released, to Mayor Giuliani's point, an official statement about these computer outages one way or the other. That would just kind of cover its hiney in case we discover something.
It would be foolish to do, because they probably don't know.
Yeah.
At this point, they don't know. And they probably might not know even after this is fixed for a few days whether this was a cyber attack.
Well, then let me ask you this, Mayor. Then in August 2013, when we had the flash crash, that went on for almost 3 hours before they got to the bottom of it. And I think it was almost the end of trading.
Right.
This, let's say we're almost 1 p.m. Eastern at 12:45 Eastern time. We have a few hours to go. What if this were to extend the rest of the trading day?
Well, I mean, it would be
nothing.
I mean, no, but it would be a real.
Nothing. He's been minimizing this the whole time.
It's a lot more than nothing. First of all, it's going to raise.
Well, he's in the hip pocket.
It's going to raise 10 reasons why this might have happened, with none of them resolved. It's going to create a tremendous amount of speculation, like you're hearing about the possibility of any form of cyber attack. It's going to raise real questions about the competency of the people who are running this market, that it goes down for the entire day.
So if I'm in London, let's say I'm in London.
A couple of people got to get fired over this.
Okay, so I'm in London, Berlin, or Bonn, and I'm trying to hawk my markets over your markets.
Well, then you got to be laughing at the New York market. If it's down for an hour, even an hour,
but
you got to be saying,
it's more than an hour.
This is a market. It's down for an hour. But I think what kind of a market are you running?
But that's what I'm saying. I think it's an issue not for the average investor. It's an issue for if you're a shareholder in the New York Stock Exchange, and for their management, they were beaten up on NASDAQ for going down. Now NASDAQ's going to say, well, look at them. They're no different. They screw up constantly. That's all it is.
I think we should say one time, at least, I know you said it earlier, but with all the speculation last 10 minutes or whatever it is, that the only thing the stock exchange has said is that it's not a cyber breach. Now, we could say, that they
quickly jumped on that, though.
Right. We could say, well, maybe they're not right. Maybe they don't have the information. But and I agree. I've been critical of them as well. They need to give us more information. But that's the one thing that they have said.